The main index ends in the green, but 7,000 remains elusive. That's because investors think it's time to talk about inflation, causing jitters.
From food to oil to electricity, consumer prices likely remained high in September after rising 4.9% in August. Actual September inflation data is due out Tuesday. The market forecasts an average 5.1%, above the central bank's target range for the year.
Our in-house inflation forecast for September is 5.1%. That outlook on the September inflation, if it materializes, would be the highest, not just for this year, but since December of 2018. And that will, I think, have a bearing on the market's performance and outlook.
Supply bottlenecks among the reasons why prices are hurting consumers. There are signs manufacturers could pass on additional logistics costs to consumers after the Philippines manufacturing PMI's reading of above 50 in September. That means an expansion in factory output. But if new orders are growing, that reading also tells us suppliers can charge more.
If we look at the PMI on manufacturing in September for the Philippines, it bounced back above 50, reflecting a modest expansion, but also citing the manufacturer's observation of rising input costs, producer prices, again, due to this supply chain disruption that is being felt around the world.
Inflation is bad for stocks because the central bank's expected to respond by raising borrowing costs that in turn cut into company earnings. The PSEi index stays locked in a range despite seeing Monday its best day in over 2 weeks. It's a toss-up between gainers and losers in a lackluster trade. AC Energy stood out with a 3% gain after announcing its wind farm in Vietnam went online.
High prices of goods and services impact both the stock market investor and the consumer. Both look for some relief from the central bank to the manufacturers of basic goods. Lois Calderon, CNN Philippines.